The film will focus on a beautiful girl named Soyul. Soyul works as an employee in a company and lives alone in his small apartment. After work, Soyul, hungry, then ordered fried chicken for dinner menu. The order will be immediately delivered by the courier of the restaurant in question. Not long after the doorbell rang, the courier arrived. With a face full of question marks, Soyul noticed the figure of a male courier delivering his food. He rushed to take a photo from his closet and compared the photo with the face of the food courier earlier. With a sense of pleasure, Soyul greeted the man by the name of Goen. After pondering for a few seconds, the courier realized that the girl in front of him was Soyul. People he also knew. Unbeknownst to Goen, Soyul has been assessing him since high school. Now Soyul also knows what Goen's job is. Meanwhile, Goen himself finds out where Soyul lives. Because there are still other orders, Goen also rejected Soyul's invitation to stop by his apartment and immediately say goodbye. Even though it's been a long time since I've seen Goen's face, he's still as handsome as he used to be. That's what made Soyul desperate to call the man's phone number and invite him to meet. Without thinking, Goen immediately accepted the invitation. A few days later, the two of them walked to a restaurant. At the restaurant, Soyul directly asked Goen's life, especially when it comes to romance. The beautiful girl was immediately happy when she found out that Goen also did not have a girlfriend like her. Goen's treatment is very considerate and makes Soyul even more crazy about the man. When paying for their food at the checkout, we are shown that Soyul and Goen are both good people. As a man, Goen took the initiative to pay for their food. But Soyul immediately prevented it. Except for the fact that it was he who proposed the meeting. Soyul felt he had to pay the bill because he realized that Goen's salary was not as big as his own. During the meeting, Soyul was diligent in cooking fried chicken from the restaurant where Goen worked. It was all about getting to know Goen. But unfortunately, the courier from the restaurant was not only a Goen. So it is not uncommon for Soyul's orders to be delivered by other people. Soyul is eager to meet Goen. Soyul even dreamed that the man delivered fried chicken for him, then make out in that apartment. When he woke up from his sleep, his dream suddenly came true. With the surprise arrival of Goen to his apartment, bring fried chicken and drinks. Goen reasoned it was a free service for privileged customers like Soyul. Under the influence of the drink, the two become closer. At that exact moment, Soyul immediately gave Goen an indirect code to get into bed. However, the code was mistranslated by Goen. Goen invites Soyul to eat instant noodles. Of course, Soyul was a little angry. Not out of his mind, Soyul pretended to be asleep. Let Goen be tempted to touch it. Since Goen is not a womanizer, he hurried home. After finding out Soyul overslept, he realized that Soyul had pretended to be sleeping and then followed him. But when almost caught up with Goen, Soyul saw the man suddenly stop and open his wallet. There, Goen realizes that Soyul has put paper in his wallet, and the paper contains Soyul's declaration of love for Goen. Soyul immediately ran back to his apartment. After seeing Goen return to the apartment, Soyul pretends to be asleep but is tired and sweaty. I don't know what's on Goen's mind. After seeing Soyul for a while, he even cleaned the apartment. When Goen is caught off guard, Soyul checks his supply of safety equipment and realizes that he has run out. After cleaning the kitchen, Goen went to take a shower. Meanwhile, Soyul himself secretly went to the nearest mini-market to buy safety equipment. Because in a hurry, Soyul was so not concentrated and even moved to sleep basket. Notice the strange behavior of Soyul. Goen also pranked the beautiful girl. He began to touch Soyul's beautiful body. Until finally the girl gave up and got up from her sleep, because she pretended to be sleeping. Soyul also complained why Goen did not touch him. Goen also reasoned that he would not touch Soyul without prior permission. The words were sobering. And then bring Goen making out. But before that, he presented a safety device that he had bought at the mini-market. The two of them enjoyed themselves all night. Until finally Goen said goodbye home the next morning. A few days later, Soyul and Goen promised to meet at a cafe. There, Goen asked curiously, what is the status of their relationship now? While laughing, Soyul also said that Goen was very funny. Of course, now they are officially dating since the incident in the apartment yesterday. and the film closes by showing the happiness of these lovers living together in an apartment.